What's up, everybody? Welcome to another stream. As always, my name's TreeCityWes, and we got a fun one today. Shout out to No Comment and Janet Rakuten in the chat. But let me know how the mic sounds. I'm kind of working on some new sound settings, and the levels look a little off, so I'm not too encouraged. Let's see how this sounds real quick. As we get set up for another chill Sunday stream. That's not bad. Check, 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 test, test. I think I need a little more gain, but gonna give Quen 3.8 a shot here. I should. I was really testing GLM 5.3, Kimi K3, Grok, and then probably Claude and Fable as well. Voice is a little low, music's good. All right, cool. That's what I figured. Turn the gain up to 7, maybe? Oops. Test, test. Test, test. How's that? Is that too much? Testing 1, 2. Check, check. Test, test. Ooh, that sounds good. All right, I think we got it. Cool. Let me know how the levels are, if the music's too loud, if the mic's too soft. But we're just kind of working on rebooting the stream. So today, I really want to work on the website. So we had a fun late night stream last night. That's why I got these circles under my eyes. But today, rather than working on these animations, so last night we made this cool little starting screen. We made this the BRB screen. With each one has unique animations. We made a new ending screen. We made like the new sub notifications and stuff like that. So a lot of cool stuff we were doing there. And now I kind of want to do the same type of thing with the website. So what I've been doing today, I kind of put together this master prompt. And I've just been going back and forth with Claude and ChatGPT, working on a single one-shot prompt for the new website. So basically it says you're the lead agent building the TreeHouse, a scrolly telling portfolio. That's funny. It took story and scroll and made scrolly telling portfolio site for Tree City Dev, executed in a single autonomous run. Read this entire document before writing any code. And then it just kind of, so I want it to be one of those kind of scroll art websites. Here are the different color codes that it has, structural tokens, texture rules. So spent the last hour or so just kind of working on this prompt. You know, it starts with the boot, it goes through the street level, the ascent, as you go kind of into the tree house here. So before I do that, let me go ahead and share this. I just realized I didn't share the stream anywhere. So if you're on X, give me a follow at TreeCityWes. We've been posting quite a bit over there. Just updated a new profile picture, new banner here. So stream is live. Sunday's stream is live. Awesome. Cool. Then we'll flip over to the X1 Ninja site, give it a little reboot, retweet. send it out on the Telegram real quick. We got the Telegram down there in the description. Feel free to join if you have any questions, want to chat about crypto or AI. Stream is live. Sunday vibe coding sesh. Sweet. Awesome. Awesome. So we got our spec here. We're going to download our prompt, and then we're going to do exactly like we did last night, where we kind of create folders for each one. So I'll put the master prompt in the folder here. Go ahead and show in folder, and then we're gonna test out GLM 5.3. We're gonna test out Kimi K3. We're gonna test out Grok 4.6. And Grok, and surprisingly, Google stole the show last night, but really, the Grok Imagine, we ran through all of our usage last night, having so much fun. It's so cool how you can generate the image and then edit particular objects in the image. So like if it puts like something on the table, like a coffee cup, and you don't want the coffee cup there, with Grok Imagine, you can actually select the coffee cup and tell it to remove it, which is pretty freaking cool. We're gonna do ChatGPT. We're gonna do Claude. Who am I missing? Probably won't even fuck with Gemini. I don't really fuck with DeepSeek. I think this will be a good start. We'll see what these guys, especially I want to see the new GLM and Kimi, what they push out. So we have our prompt, and so we're gonna put each of these prompts in here. Oops. So we'll put one in the ChatGPT folder, one in the Claude folder, and that way, the agents will follow that prompt, and then they can, rather than if they feel like editing it, they're not going to edit somebody else's prompt. So now we got our folder structure set up here with the prompts and the subfolders. Let's go into Cursor and let's start spinning up some agents. So we'll go ahead and close our browser here. And I'm curious if this can spin. No, I don't want it to do that because it's going to use my Cursor credits rather than my like Kimi code OAuth login. So, but yeah, welcome to the stream. So this is what we're doing today, just vibe coding a couple websites. I kind of see this as like a benchmark because we're going to be using the same prompt across 5 different models, and then we're going to pick the one that we actually like. So that's kind of the goal for today. So let's go into, oops, that was actually the wrong folder. Click on open folder. Yeah, we want our benchmark folder. So now I'm in the IDE portion of Cursor. And yeah, let's take a look. So what I like to do from here is I'm going to open some terminal windows. Maybe put one on the top, one on the bottom. So we're going to say, we'll go into Grok. We'll start up Grok. As always, I like to update first, so I'm going to type Grok update. Make sure it's fully updated. Then we'll go Grok YOLO. And then to start it off, very simple. Oh, TreeSpeak isn't running. There we go. Today we are building a website. Please review the prompt and let me know if you have any questions, then get started. So just to keep it consistent, we'll give each model the same prompt. So today we're building a website. Please review the prompts, then get started. So down here, that was in the Grok folder. Now we're going to open up the GLM folder. We're going to start open code. which is how I access the ZAI GLM model. Go ahead and switch over. Now, last night we ran out of credits. Hopefully it wasn't my weekly credits. I guess we'll see here in a second. Insufficient balance. No. That sucks. Can I reset? Let me look at that real quick. So I got the Z Code subscription. I'm just curious when it resets, if it's going to be a 24-hour reset or if it's like, if I'm going to be down for a while. Well, shit, maybe that's the problem. It actually canceled my plan. Cool, so we will get some credits then. Give me 1 second here. I'm just signing up for I did cancel this, so that makes sense why it's not there. But so we'll sign in, then we'll kick it off with GLM real quick. Sorry, give me 1 second. Just putting in all the sensitive information. What? Okay. Sorry, it's taking longer than anticipated. Give me 1 second. What up, FSD? What up, Swifty? We were playing with the Gemini 3.7 last night. It wasn't too different. I really haven't been impressed with any of the Geminis yet. I was super impressed with the image and the video generation, though. Like Nano Banana and even the other one, Vio, are both pretty cool. All right, so let's try this again. Just re-up my subscription with Z.ai. Just doing the light one, so we'll see. It shouldn't be expired. Okay, let's restart this. Control A. Uh-oh. So I'll go ahead and move this off screen. Give me 1 second. Just gonna create a fresh API key. right. Sorry about this. I'm just off screen again. Trying to get this together. Keeping my secrets secret. It looks like it's working. All right, cool. So up top we got Grok cooking. On the bottom we have GLM 5.3, which is the latest one from C.AI. Should be pretty good. I've heard some really good things about that one. So now let's go ahead and open another terminal here. We'll split this one in half. So we got, all right, let's do Kimi now. For Kimi, I just use the Kimi code app, which is installed. For me, it's all Gemini models. 3.1 Pro hits the best. Yeah, I've heard some good things. It depends what you're doing, I guess. But yeah, for me, it's been Claude. But for the last few weeks, I've really been going hard with Codex, ChatGPT, and Kimi, man. Kimi's good. There is a newer version of Kimi. It's pretty substantial. So let's run the PowerShell command. Trying to get rid of that little sidebar. I don't like that. All right, so Kimi's updating over here. And yeah, we're just vibe coding. Awesome. So for this one, actually, let's move. I forgot we did this last night. So you'll notice on the right here, we have GLM, Kimi, and Grok. So it names each terminal that's currently open. So what's next? Do Claude. For Claude, dangerously skip permissions. No need to resume. For Claude, we'll use Fable. So I'll break out Fable, and I'm going to have it spin up some Opus and Sonnet agents. Oh, I gotta find the prompt though, so give me 1 second. That's crazy. Feel free to spin up an additional Fable agent and 2 to 3 Sonnet and Opus agents to accomplish the tasks faster. All right, and then the last one we got is GPT. So we'll open ChatGPT, Codex update. Oops. Always update your apps, kids. Feel free to spin up 2 to 3 SOL and Terra agents. Nice, I did it right. All right, so we got this going. So we started with GLM, we got Kimi going, Grok was the first one, then Claude, then GPT. So let's just kind of watch these build. You see Grok is really doing its thing. Gotta kind of make sure we're staying within the project folders. So let's refresh this. Here we see Claude. Yeah, Grok's building his thing. So ChatGPT, Claude, and Kimi have not started building, but GLM and Claude both have. So that's kind of cool. GLM got its dependencies in, now freezing the thing, the pin in the thing. Kimi just hasn't even started yet. I forgot we were updating it. Start Kimmy in YOLO mode. And Kimmy has a pretty cool feature called swarms. So we'll paste our prompt. Feel free to start a swarm of 3 to 4 agents. So starting the swarm gets me nervous because we'll run out of context very fast on trivial things. So I almost don't want to do that, but that's kind of the feature of Kimmy that makes it cool. So we'll allow it to do that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, overall Claude code is way better than Gemini, but I'm thinking to get Claude again. Yeah, honestly, I'm thinking about canceling Claude, going harder with ChatGPT, and then really embracing these Kimmy and the GLM, and especially the Grok build, man. Freaking SpaceX, it's crazy what they're doing with the GPUs and the data centers. I mean, they're gonna have data centers in space. Everyone's freaking out about the data centers in your neighborhood and like the drinking water and everything. So Elon Musk is just like, yeah, let's just put them in space. It's fine. It's wild times. So Claude's cooking. So what I want this website to be, based on the system prompt, is I'm really trying to build one of those scroll through art websites where it's not just like a SaaS website. They all have that same AI feel. This one, I want it to be one of those artistic websites where when you start scrolling, it like things pop out and it kind of develops and evolves and has this different thing. And I want it to be a portfolio of the projects that we're building. So far we've done X1 Ninja, we've done Hashhead, we did the the XNM miner live on stream. That'll be hosted on Hashhead. So just getting all these pieces together, and then what TreeCity.dev will be is kind of a portfolio of all the vibe coded projects and resources for the channel. Maybe even a store with some t-shirts. We'll make some funny AI t-shirts or something. So that's kind of what we got cooking right now. Can you check this website? I did it full with GPT 5.6. Send it over. Oh, I don't have Windows Sandbox installed. I may not go to it, but I'm always interested to hear. So you see Grok's cooking here. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. I didn't realize we were back up here. Now I need to replace the render part. Yeah, it's doing its thing. Brain Bible. Now spawning system sub-agent, data layer, adapters, dormant plumbing. I wonder... So it's already up to 40,000 tokens. Can I see my usage? See, we're already at 4%, and we've sent one prompt. You know, we get 2K credits. We've used 80 of them already. So the usage limits are tight, but it is a good model. We'll see what it spits out. And then Kimmy. I'm also curious of the Kimmy usage credits. Let's see where we're at. So it's freeze design tokens, frame Bible, launch swarm. Yeah, it's It's got all these things going on. That's cool. They don't really make it clear. Oh, something just opened over here. What's this? What the fuck? Yikes. I'm afraid to see who did this. This is gonna be embarrassing. Who did that? Oh no, that's gotta be GLM. Nope. Kimmy? Nope. Claude? Nope. I don't even want to show this. This is bad. Here, guys, look at when I don't even know who spit this out, but here's the first rough draft. What the hell is this? This has to be Codex to open it. I can't figure out who did it, but man. Oh no. That's not a good first sign. At least it got the link to the YouTube, right? Ugh. This looks like a Claude window, but I'm not actually sure. What is happening here? Oh my goodness. I can't tell which one did that. Can I see my Kimmy usage? I don't know if this is a thing that you can see. It's kind of crazy. There's not just like a place to see the usage. Oh, here we go. What? Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, okay, so our 5-hour usage is already at 20%, and that's what I'm concerned about. I hope Kimmy can finish here, because it set up all these different sub-agents. It's going to launch the swarm, integrate the work into the main page, visual quality, but it's already at 50% usage for the week and 20% just for this session since we've started. So if it's not... It better be at least 1/5 done, because it's gonna. If it's not, it's gonna run out of runway. You're streaming on another platform too? I used to. Sometimes I do Kick, so I have a Kick, I have a Twitch. I used to do YouTube, but. Stream Elements was kind of messing with the stream the other day, so I just kind of reverted just to YouTube only. Oh god, what is this? Who is opening this? They are struggling. What the fuck is happening? Oh no. Oh, I think that's Grok. Oh my god. Look at these buildings. Well, that's not a good sign. I have a feeling Claude's going to be the best one, but I'm definitely curious. I hope we can see what GLM and Kimmy finish with. But they both, like, look at this lineup that GLM started. We're already up to 7% usage and it's still on the first to-do item, so that's not a good sign. That can't be like, hurry up. Do it without you spending all those tokens. So we got Claude, he spun up 2 agents, reviewing the frame Bible. So let's see what each of the shapes look like of these projects. So cool. So we got some node modules here, some drizzle. So ChatGPT is using node with drizzle. Some, it looks like Next.js with some Vite. It's running tests, so that's kind of cool. That's one thing that Codex does a lot that I appreciate. It creates tests to make sure. Ooh, someone just finished Claude here. Oh, it's waiting on the agents. The agents are cooking in the background. So Claude also went with Next. Oh yeah, we told it. Yeah, we told it to use Next. That's why. So I did create the Claude MD. Let's see what the Claude MD says. Oh, it just says @agents. So let's reference the agents MD. Just nonsense. Parallax layer contract. All right, cool. So GLM, what's GLM cooking? Still moving. They use Dribble, they use the Frame Bible, Tailwind. Grok is just, I'm afraid to see what Grok spits out. I hope it started over or something. Then Kimmy, where are we at, Kimmy? Are you gonna finish? I've read the full spec before starting. Before starting? What do you mean before starting? Before starting. Before starting. We're at 35% usage, but before we get started. Okay, so it did get started. Swarm status, all 3 sub-agents are now running in parallel. Completed, so it's scaffolded, it froze the token system, 6 contracts, wrote the frame Bible, 2 notes. If you have reference a thumbnail, drop it. Let's see. So this is the reference a thumbnail. Thumbnail. So you can see these 2 agents cooking down here. We got the fork and the general purpose. So let's see what Codex is doing. Still cooking. So all these are working hard. How is the limit on Claude right now? Claude, I have the 20x max. So I don't hit it too often, but I definitely do with Fable when I go hard with Fable. I've been using it though, so yeah, current session I'm at 22%. Fable for the week I'm at 32%. Man, give me code. Ugh. so good, but it's not cheap. It flies through that usage so fast. I've hit the limit on ChatGPT maybe twice. And what's cool about ChatGPT is I had a couple usage resets. I've never got a usage reset from Claude. They reset it like on Twitter or whatever, but how's the GLM usage? GLM's only at 10%, which is the best of the three. ChatGPT is looking kind of stupid over here, though. It's opening some weird browser tabs on my other screen. Like this. What? You guys trying to get in the treehouse? Oh, Jesus. That's funny, though. That is funny. So everybody's cooking right now. Kimmy's doing the thing. How are these agents doing? So the trunk art. Yeah, they're cooking. Europe. Yeah, we'll just let these guys do their thing. All right, let's see. So the Fable fork is working on the 5 golden frames of all environment art, iterating against the screenshots until every gate category scores greater than or equal to 4. I don't think Kimmy's gonna make it. It's got the 3 agents running, but it's at 58% for the day. GLM jumped up to 15%, still thinking over here. I'm excited to see what Fable does. Usually Fable spits out some pretty cool shit. What's the conclusion? The conclusion is these are very slow. They're cooking. What Grok say here? 0 keys required. Data fallbacks kick in line. Optional keys. Also in this repo, frame Bible. It says it's starting the server. What's next? Alright, GLM is cooking. Man, should I pause? Maybe I'll get a reset. We'll see. It's a simple landing page, but I'm trying to build one of those scroll through sites where it's not like I'm not trying to build one of those like AI slop, like SaaS pages. Like I want it to be like it's a site, and then when you scroll down, things move differently and like things pop out, and it's more artistic. And I want it to feature the projects that we're building on the site. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like, let me find one. Like kind of like this here. Yeah, this is a good example. If it doesn't crash my fucking computer, Jesus Christ. It's just a freaking website. But so this is what you see when you land on the website. And then when you start scrolling down, the thing moves, it like breaks that, and then I keep scrolling and it ends here. It's kind of like a traditional website. You keep scrolling. This is kind of the style I'm looking for. I don't know if it's going to be able to pull this type of style off, but I think that would be pretty cool. From what I see, it's not pulling it off. Oh no. I think that's Codex too. I think Codex is struggling. System's done. Scene is still mid-build. Hold off until it reports. Fable's really the only one I'm excited for. I think Grok. All right, let's see. Next useful step is a visual pass on the workbench. It's real slow scroll. All right, let's see. So here's what Grok built. So I don't want to open it in cursor. Are you kidding me? Getting internal server error. GLM still going. Kimmy's about to run out of credits. Claude's running the dev server. That's interesting. All right. All right, so Grok's about to restart the dev server. It's got cooking. Then we'll do a little scroll through, see if it came anywhere close to what we're thinking. Let's see what Kimmy's sitting at. 90%. Didn't even get halfway through, and it's about to run out of its entire session. That's a bummer. Have I tried deep sea wrapped as Claude? Yeah. No, I've never tried that. I have done that with GLM and Claude Code. All right. So let's see what we got here. Trash. Complete trash. What the fuck is this? I could not tell you what Claude was thinking. Are these supposed to be up there? Oh. Okay, I see. If this might make more sense if the shit was overlaid. This is not a functional website. It's a bunch of pixel slop and nothing is aligned. The labels and links are misaligned and off of the bottom of the page. This needs an extensive overhaul and improvement before it can actually be a website. This needs an extensive improvement before it can be a website. So Grok failed. That's not even, I don't even want to fuck with that. I don't even want to fuck with that. I'm bummed we're gonna run out of Kimmy any second now. She's done 3 of her 8 bullet points, and she's currently at 98.33. I'm on the Allegretto plan. So we might just have to return to that one later. That's annoying. We'll let it run till it runs out. Fable's still cooking. That's going to be the good one. ChatGPT is doing its thing. Grok, you're right. The content layer is floating free above the stage, so labels and links fall off the screen. I'll inspect the live layout, then rebuild art and copy so they share one aligned frame. Excuse me. What's GLM doing over here? It's running something. TypeScript server. We're gonna run out of GLM too? That would be sad. GLM's at 29%. And there we go. Kimmy's dead. RIP Kimmy. You've reached the usage limit for this cycle. Well, I did apply to be a Kimmy creator, a global creator. So maybe I'll get accepted into that program, get some extra credits for the stream so we can actually finish that. So Grok finished, it was trash. Kimmy ran out of credits. GLM is still cooking, but it may run out of credits before it finishes. Claude has a Fable agent running, and it's been cooking for 20 minutes. And then Codex. I don't want to see Codexes. It looks pretty bad from what I saw. It's going to be embarrassing. This may just be a huge waste of credits. It's like if we could get one that I could at least work with, we can work from there, but I'm so disappointed in that first one from Grok, but it was the first one by far. Like none of the other ones are even close to being done. So I'm curious what the others will spit out. Need to find a better way to do this too. I don't really like the folders. They're all just kind of creating the same slop. And I think it's the prompt. I think the problem is the prompt is too confusing. Sometimes you just go too hard on the prompt. Excuse me. All right, so Kimmy is RIP. I might just have Claude Opus finish it. And no, let's wait. We'll wait. We can save that for another day. I'll come back to that one. Can we see the prompt? Yeah, sure. So here's the prompt. You're the lead agent building TreeHouse, a storytelling portfolio website for TreeCity.dev, executed in a single autonomous run. Read the entire document. So match the golden frames, preserve one continuous physical camera journey. Now, what's interesting is I asked it to do the research on how these websites are built, but it may just be confusing, the model. So lead spins up the scene, the camera, the system subagents. Has the social media, has our projects. Everything's rendered as premium cinematic 16-bit era pixel art. Pixel RC medium, not an excuse for crudeness. Yeah, see, this is way too long. We're talking hundreds of lines here. We should try to keep the prompt under 100 lines. But it gives us success criteria, the restraints, the deliverables, the quality assurance protocol. All that to produce some slop. Fable's cooking though. All right. All right, so Grok finished again. Oh my god. It's so much worse. What is this? What is this website? Keep climbing. Whatever the fuck this is. There's the broadcast wall. I will give it, that's kind of cool how it's like a video. Stupid, stupid, stupid. What is this? Garbage. Oh my gosh. I think that's the ChatGPT version too. Yeah. Oh my god. What a fail. Here's the Grok version. Oh my. I hate all of it. What the hell is this? This is not a real website. Oh my god. Please save us, Fable. I didn't check the website you did. I didn't see the link. But man, this is disappointing. I think it's our prompt. So we might just start over and do rewrite the prompt in 100 lines or less. I'm salty. That sucks. Kimmy was like, fuck that, I'm out of here. Man. I'm gonna try to rewrite the prompt. Crown reads well now. Canopy textured with leaf flecks and holes. Struts grounded up, gap filled. Checking street regression. Like the sound of that. Make this work. Make this worth it, Fable. Maybe I won't cancel my GPT subscription. How's GLM doing? 41%. Oof. We okay? I'm not too used to open code yet. That's not the session. Cool. All right. Man, this experiment has been a fail. Not much else to say. I just hope Fable can save the day and maybe it won't be a huge waste of time. Yep. So I hope everybody's having a good Sunday, having a good weekend. What we're doing is trying to create a unique website design, and we're kind of benchmarking 5 different agents. So we have the same prompt, and we're feeding the prompt to the 5 different agents. And unfortunately, what we've learned is that our prompt sucks. So both Grok and ChatGPT spit out complete dog shit. So we're not too happy about that. But we're still waiting on Fable. Maybe Fable can save the day. It seems to be, based on the files that I'm seeing, it seems to understand the idea better, but we'll see if the execution's there. Grok was just completely off the rails, and Kimmy didn't even get through a third of the task before running out of credits. And that's on the 2nd tier plan. Fable has been going for almost an hour, as well as Codex, so we're just letting them ride. In the meantime, I think the prompt was way too small, so I asked Claude and Fable to condense the prompt into 50 lines or less. So we're gonna have Grok review the prompt.md and create a fresh take on this scroll story website. So maybe it is the prompt. We'll try a simpler prompt, see what it does here. And I want to do the same thing with Opus. Create an Opus version with the prompt.md from here. Model, switch me over to Opus 5. Review prompt.md and spin up 5 to 10 Opus and Sonnet agents to tackle the new website. So we're going for it. Grok's still going. I almost just want him to stop. Just because the first one was so bad. I don't think there's any coming back. Oh wait, actually it's not stopped. Let's just leave. Let's just let that one die. DLM. It's interesting it's generating PNGs. I want to take a look at that in its folder. Especially because it's not a visual site. I mean a visual model. It can't see the image. Where is that? Okay. All I see is rain. Oh no. I mean, that's okay. I'm not feeling real encouraged right now. Burning all of my Fable usage for the week. Yeah, we're gonna stop ChatGPT. I'll show you what it looks like. It's bad. So this is what ChatGPT built. A complete pile of dog shit. I don't know why it has the elevation in meters and the trees look like peanuts, but okay, here we are. If I scroll, it's just a regular scrolling motion with things hidden behind branches, I think. Those kind of look like buildings, so it did get that right. There's just this weird glowing box, not sure what that is. Got some random TVs, a table, I guess. Feed offline. Looks like Microsoft Paint art. So that's unfortunate. I'm not sure what we were going for here, but we're gonna stop that from continuing because that's just a waste of tokens. So we'll put that in the slop bucket. We're gonna make a folder called slop. ChatGPT with slop. Can I cancel that? I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. Grok's just generating images over here. That's different. That's a good sign. I like that. Nexus, what? Okay. That's cool. Got some weird vines going on. Oh, look at the little X1 Ninja guy. That's kind of cool. But it's slop. Instantly blocked by YouTube. Yeah, I didn't see it. Viral boost. Never heard of it. That's cool though. Keep building. Come on, Claude, you're our only hope. Although Grok V2's cooking something, and maybe Opus Lopus will do something. I have a feeling we're gonna hit the 5-hour limit on GLM here in a second. Now we're only 48% used. That's okay. How's Claude looking? Claude, we're at 33% for our current session. I'll take it. Yeah, I wouldn't click on any weird links, but hey, if you're building something legit, I think that's awesome. What does the product do? What is it? art Windows Vista. Oh, Window Vista. I'm like, Windows Vista. Let's see here. All right. This is a bummer. I'm pretty disappointed. I'm concerned with how long Claude's been going for 42 minutes, 160,000 tokens so far. I opened up Claude Design over here. So main goal of the site, showcase. Yeah, let's just say everything. We'll go with see what this can build. I haven't played with Claude Design, but I've heard good things. Rather use Windows ME. True that. It wasn't Windows Vista, it's a window vista. Like the view from the window. Which hopefully it's not cheesy. Yeah, see, that just looks like every other slop site. The Claude Design version. You can see it's just throwing all the slop together. Wes Builder Validator Streamer. Cheese ball. Like, I would have been so impressed with the site 5 years ago. It just looks like every other website now. The GLM usage has been stuck at 48%. I'm wondering if this is frozen. Are you stuck? Is this working as expected? Yeah, we were using Grok Imagine last night. I'll show you what's pretty cool about that. So, like, this is Grok Imagine. Here's a bunch of random stock stuff, but you can do the image, and if you use the V2, maybe let's only do 4. Actually, let's just do 2. Try to save some credits. And we'll say we're building a lo-fi pixel art hero for our YouTube channel. It's a lo-fi vibe coding channel. it should have pixel art in warm tones. It should be a tree house overlooking a busy city. Kind of like chill video game meets Neo Tokyo Cyberpunk City. So you just type in the prompt like that and it'll generate the image, but that always used to be the end of it. But now with this new Grok Imagine, you can actually open the image and then click on different things within the image and then edit those, kind of iterate until you get the image that you want. And then I'm curious if we can do like turn this into something for the website maybe. Low 5? No. So this will be a good example. So like I can select all this. Get rid of this 7-finger hand or whatever the fuck that is. And say, remove the text and logo. Then hopefully it'll look at the section I just selected and actually remove those text and logos. Boom. So now there's no text and logo. What was cool last night is we could actually click on things in the image, and I'm not sure why. Not sure why we can't. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so look at this. So this says pause code level up. I can say change to this. No. Change this poster to be the TreeCity.dev logo and be green and blue. I don't know if it knows what the Tree City logo is, but we'll take a shot. Oh god, that's terrible. That is terrible. So, but what's also cool is we can just click up and get rid of that. And then I can also multi-click things. So I can say, click on all these things. Remove the people and the text. Keep it simple. So I'm curious if it'll remove that person, remove the posters, remove the text. We'll see what happens. What's up, Orlando? Welcome. We're just chilling out on Sunday. And look at that. Now everything's gone. Play, solve, create. We'll get that out of here in a second. Get these out of here. Remove all text and logos. Keep it stupid simple. Hell yeah. And then I want to change it. I want to say remove the purple and pinks and make the city more of a green blue cyberpunk vibe. So instead of these pinks and purples, I want it to be like a greenish blue. Yeah. Gotta remove this AOL sign over here. Remove this sign and text. I think we have too many plants, so we're gonna remove a lot of these plants. Replace these plants with computer peripherals and technical tinkering devices. And now you can see why Grok Imagine is so cool with the image editing. So we started with this, and now as we iterate, we're down to this. And we got this pretty cool thing. Replace the multimeter with a mouse and keyboard. Make this seem like a normal make the city skyline seem a bit more normal with yellow and greenish tint and less Gothic and more New York style buildings. Where'd we go? What happened? Just killed Grok. I don't know. Make it a glowing night. Remove the blue sky in the sun. There we go. Make the screen and the desk a bit brighter. Put a lamp on the desk. All right, cool. So now this is what we started with. This is where we're at now. And what's cool is I can actually animate it. And it's still a bit dark though. Make this light brighter and have it illuminate the room a bit, actually. So we'll get back to our agents in a second, but I get so distracted by these the image gen stuff. All right, cool. So now what I can do is come down here, click on the video, and we can make a little 15. So animate this, make the screen scroll, make the city lights calmly flicker, show a subtle plane flying across the sky, make the city lights flicker, make the screen scroll, animate the image, show a plane flying across the sky subtly, make it very calm and chill and nothing out of the ordinary, nothing distracting. So it should take that prompt and then make a little video, and that'd be cool if we can get that integrated into the website somehow. Maybe not this one specifically, but I just mean the animated style. I think that's kind of cool. So let's see how these are doing. GLM still cooking. 100K tokens deep. Last time we checked, there was a 48% usage. Currently, it's at 54. So got a way to go for the 5-hour limit. That's good to see. Claude capturing and checking out the website as it works. So it's been going for 55 minutes. It's a hell of a prompt. Grok, we did a V2. We, instead of a 300 line prompt, we made one less than 50, and it looks like it's cooking there. And then we gave that same prompt to Opus, who spun up all these sub agents, almost 10 sub agents here. Just and I told it to use Sonnet and Opus rather than Fable. So These are cheaper sub agents. Oh yeah. I don't really like this. So we're gonna say keep camera stationary and do not pan or zoom. All right, so did Claude finally finish? It's looking, scene work complete. All right, exterior, interior overlays, did street, accent, hatch, broadcast, table and mobile or authored recompositions, trunk. If this looks as good as it sounds, I'm pretty pumped, but we'll see. I'm skeptical. All right, frames 1 and 2 should have solid composition and palette. The trunk texture is a concern. Checking the remaining frames before ruling. All right, so Claude Fable is still cooking. Grok's going. Claude's going. All right, here's the Grok Imagine we just made. Let's bump it up to 15 seconds. Gerp. All right, where are we at? I'm getting distracted. I'm back. I could just generate this shit for hours. This is fun. GLM's going. Claude's got to be close. Lead frame, now it's for revision order. So Grok 4.6 is running 2 commands. Task recapture golden frames after visual fixes and restart the production server. Maybe we'll get to see something. All right, then Opus the Slopus. Foundation and responsive camera framing are done. Type check clean where things stand. And built the shared spine. Agents running. Oh, they're still running. Oh my god, just spending so many tokens. Try to limit the agents. We want to get this done soon with minimal planning and more execution. Oops. Alright, so now this one's spun up. I might cancel this Opus. I feel like I'm blowing up my Claude account with this. I don't want it to spin that many agents. 10 already in flight or running concurrently. So we'll let those finish and then we'll see where we're at. We'll probably get out of here about 6:30. I'm starting to get a little hungry. What the hell? Why is the city moving? Oh, I said make the screen scroll. Do not spark the soldering iron. Shout out to the four viewers. What are you guys up to this Sunday? Just chilling. I'm honestly surprised this is taking so long. But that's kind of a good thing. That's part of the experiment. So, Kimmy ran out of Plan 2 credits. The first version of Croc, the prompt was way too advanced and then just spit out complete trash. ChatGPT also spit out complete trash. We did let Claude go. Opus is still going. We got Grok v2 going, and GLM is still going. So we're waiting on these 4 models to complete. I'm considering stopping Opus just because it's spun up 10 agents. And it's just completely burning through my limits. So that's kind of annoying, but I might just let it go. I really want to see. I mean, GLM has barely done anything. That sucks. Unless this is wrong, but it hasn't even scaffolded. I don't know what it's doing. It's setting up the art scenes, I guess. I swear. It better not. It better not. What the fuck is that? Oh no. This is such a bad idea. Oh. I'll be so disappointed. There's your website, guys. I mean, I don't think this is the model. I think it's me, to be honest. What the fuck? Why is it? Alright. Remove the meteor. Fail of a show today, man. GLM's letting us down, Grok's letting us down, ChatGPT spitting out slop. I'm pretty sure this, whatever Claude is going to spit out here is going to be bad. Can I see? I'm afraid to look at these. It's just blank. Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna stop Opus right there. I don't want it to burn through any more credits. That sucks. GLM is gonna be trash. We know that. We saw the images. Should I even look in the Claude folder? I'm afraid. I don't want to be disappointed. That's okay. Oh no. Yeah, this was a major fail. I went too hard in the pixel art. What the fuck is this? Can we wrap this up? Yeah, I went too hard in the pixel art. Now the city's moving again. Motherfucker. Yes, let me check where the two remaining agents stand and drive this to a close. We can see the QA shots for GLM, I'm afraid. What's phase 3? Let's see how bad this looks. Oh yeah, man, that's a great treehouse right there. I love that. That's awesome. That's high quality. Yep. I know exactly what that is. Oh yeah, in this part. What a fucking waste. Waste of time. Alright, GLM, you're cut off. I don't even want to see it. Don't even want to see it. Babel, you're my only hope. Okay, that kind of looks cool. What was that? Let's see. Okay. Okay. Grok V2. Wow. So if I scroll, it's just a tree and a weird window. Oh, that must be what that thing is. So like you're climbing in through the window. And here's some links. This is by far the best one. It's not really, I'm not going to use this, but at least it did something usable. I love the X1 Ninja with the chart over here. That's really cool. Got some jars. What the fuck? Jars stay empty until real gears ship. Ships off. That is a sick image right there. I like that. That is a cool image. Climb down. Yeah, this is by far the closest thing I was going for. It's not quite there, but what's up, Joseph? What's up, super funicular? I'm trying to make one of those cool scroll art websites, and this is. Let me see if the. Yeah, this is what the other model pushed out. Oh my goodness. Oh, I guess I'm climbing the tree. Is this Fable? Oh no, this might be Fable. Got some stats on the TVs in the TreeHouse. Oh my god. Oh, it just crashed. Who is that? Is that Claude? Yeah, that was the Claude one. Even Fable sucked. I'm just gonna stop it. I don't want to waste any more. And it's because of our prompt. We had a bad prompt. Our prompt was overly complex, overly engineered, way too specific. We should have really just let the models do their thing. I do like what Grok built though. I'm kind of impressed with, especially because it did it on the fly like that. The first one didn't do that. So that's kind of cool. Well, that sucks. That's a throwaway stream right there. We'll keep working on it. What I'm trying to do is find a better website, kind of like a portfolio for our projects. And you know, I thought a scroll through website would be cool, but it's not getting it, not figuring it out. And it's probably because I don't know how to prompt it properly. But hey, well, we got Joseph in the chat. Why don't we check out the Zenblocks miner? So we created the tree miner here. Actually, I'll just open it. Nice, they're still up. So current difficulty 1100. We're getting 177 kilohash a second out of 23060s, and we kind of took some ideas from Joseph's miner. It's really a fork of Woody's miner, but also ideas from Tony Stark. And not only does this cache, so I've been just letting my miner run in the basement for the last 2 years, and I haven't really paid attention to it or like optimized it or anything. And as AI gets more and more powerful, it's just easy to run the code in, especially when it's open source, like Woody and Joseph and Smith's miners. So pop this into ChatGPT in Claude Code and let it do its thing. And then we had some ideas. So like, all right, the network goes down. You can still mine the hash at the difficulty. what would happen with Woody's miner is that the hash would just be lost because the server's down. So you try to submit it, and then the hash would fail. So what this miner does is kind of, oh no, I lost the T. Where'd the T go? What this miner does is it'll actually store that hash, and it also does it with Zunies, so around the clock. So if you mine a Zuni, or the server goes down and it's not accepting blocks, and you mine an XNM, it'll store that in a little table. And next time the network comes back up, it'll actually submit those blocks, and as long as it's currently at the difficulty or under, the server will accept those blocks. So say you mine, 100 blocks while the server's offline at a difficulty of 1100. Server stays at 1100. When that comes back up, you can resubmit those blocks and get those credits for those hashes. So right now you can see we've confirmed 6,883 blocks overnight, and there's currently 43 pending and 69 parked. Parked is when the difficulty goes up. So now you see the difficulty ran up to 2100. If I mine those at difficulty of 100 or 1100, I can't submit them right now. I have to wait for the difficulty to come back down. So that's why they're parked until the difficulty comes down. But right now the pool is up, so it should start submitting these hashes. And yeah, we're just mining away. And then the other cool feature that we implemented were the lanes. So if you notice at these low difficulties, a single GPU may only use 50-60% of its RAM. So say you got a nice 5060 Ti, it has 16 gigs of RAM, you run the miner and it's only using 10 gigs of RAM. Why aren't you using the rest of that video RAM? What you can do is split the lanes. So you're essentially splitting the GPU in half and splitting the RAM in half. So rather than using 10 gigs of RAM on a 16 gig card, you're essentially running 2 GPUs at 8 gigs. So rather than using 10, you're using 16. You're running 2 at 8 gigs each. And that gives you that extra 50, sometimes it's 20, 30, 40% boost just by splitting those lanes. And that works especially well when the difficulty's low. Once the difficulty goes up, it'll consume that RAM, and it's kind of a moot point, but that works really well with the GPUs. When if you're not consuming all of the RAM, you can split the GPU lanes and then consume the rest of the RAM while mining concurrently. Then there's also a CPU sidecar. So while you can split your GPU lanes, you can also mine on CPUs. And when we were turning up 4 cores and the difficulty would drop to 100 hashes or 100 difficulty, we were getting 40, 50, 60 kilohash off of our CPUs. It was wild. So this will be one of the sites that's going to be featured on the portfolio site. Not only has this like terminal view, but it also hosts like a little web server where you can see the stats as it's running, and it has a little JSON and stuff. You can see it's splitting. This one's actually not splitting. It just has 2 3060s. And we're finding all kinds of XNM and Zunies, and found a couple supers last night, and it's doing its thing. See if there's any news out there. You can check the web dev AI leaderboard. So this is kind of relevant to what we were looking at earlier. So what nerds like me like to do is you can take models to the code arena, and it gives you a random model, and you give it a task, and then it'll do the task, but you don't know what model it is. And then you kind of rank it, and you say like, oh, it accomplished the task or it didn't accomplish the task. So what this does, this is the results of that. So of all the times someone used Claude Opus 5 Max and they gave it a task, it has the most votes out of any model. I'm sorry, the best score, I should say. So it's like the best vote ratio. And then it was Kimi K3 Max, and then Quen 3.8, which we haven't even played with yet. We're gonna have to figure this one out. What's the token plan? So they got the light plan, the standard plan, and the pro plan. Might have to check out the Quen Cloud. It's now the number 3. And see, so like Opus 5 Max is number 1, but Opus 5 High is a little cheaper and it's number 4. Then there's Grok 4.6 High. Fable 5 is all the way down to 6. So, and then there's 3.7 Flash High. So it's kind of interesting to see where they line up, you know, in terms of the. And then it has the different categories, the full stack tasks. Quen 3.8 Max is number 1. What? That's interesting. We're gonna have to try out another Chinese model. I do like K3 a lot, so maybe I'll like Quen 3.8 as well. And the front end, Opus 5 Max and K3 Max. HTML, Opus 5 Max, React, Opus 5 Max. And then they have different tasks like marketing, data analytics, gaming. Who's the best gaming? Opus 5 Max. So apparently Opus 5 Max is the best, but we call it Slopus. It's extremely slow, extremely expensive. And it's not that it's expensive, it's cheaper than Fable, but it just spends so many more tokens. It's kind of crazy. So that's kind of interesting to see, but yeah, I guess the big story is they also released the local model, the 27 billion parameter model. If you have enough RAM, you can run it on your local Mac. Alibaba recently made the open weights of its 2.4 trillion parameter Quen 3.8 model available. That's a massive model, and its benchmarks put it in direct competition with the closed frontier models from American labs like Claude and ChatGPT. But maybe what's even more interesting is that on Friday, Alibaba had a dense 27 billion parameter model of Quen 3.8 available under the Apache 2.0 license. That's a model that can run locally on a well-spec'd MacBook Pro or Mac Studio. And it might be worth it. Can you imagine if it is as good as like Opus 4.6 and you can run it locally on your Mac? I wonder how much RAM it needs. Some say the model tends to overthink. Is it on Olama? Quen 3.8. So it's 18 gigs. I don't think that'll run on my 5060. Will this run on my 5060 Ti 16 gig? I don't think it will, but it might run very slow. If it does, we'll try it out on a Llama real quick. So it also looks like Alibaba benchmarks describe the original checkpoint, not the quantized versions most users will run locally. Quantization makes a model practical on consumer hardware, but there's also a quality trade-off. It's basically like a compressed version of the model. Yes, it will run on your 5060, but the 18 model size means the whole model will not fit entirely in VRAM. What will happen? Still very usable, assuming you have 32 gigs of RAM. Let's try it, why not? So connecting to my Linux server running the 5060, and we're gonna download How do I update a llama? All right, I'm gonna get this download started, and then I'm gonna run and use the restroom real quick. But let's grab the latest. Why not? It says the model's 17 gigs. Maybe it'll fit. All right, so that's downloading. All right, I'll be back in 5 minutes. You'll see a counter on the screen. Usually I get back before the 5 minutes, but regardless, I just got to take a leak, grab a drink. Be right back. All right, we are back. Looks like Quinn finished. How do I start Claude Code with the model? that's nice. I like that they added that. A llama launch model. A llama launch Claude model. Hi. It didn't work though. Does it have to like start? That didn't work. Oh shit. I don't want to do that permanently, but okay. Is it thinking about it? GPU fans is turned on. Alright, so that's cool. The API works. Well, let's launch an open code or something then. Do I have open code on here? I do like open code though. I've been playing with it lately. Alright. Starting to be a pain in the ass. Oh, look, the pool's down for Zen blocks. So we're accumulating. Seem to do it. Pain. Wow, that wasn't bad. Who are you and what can you do? Wonder if it doesn't know what it's doing. No user query found in messages. Retrying attempt number 3. I hear the GPU's kicking over there. That's kind of interesting. This is why local AI is kind of a cool concept, but it's not really feasible. Like, what am I gonna... I got one response and then it died. Are you okay? Are you okay? Want to build a website? I think HTML, CSS, and JS is fine. Make it about Quen 3.8 27B and why it's such a great model. Then host it using Python and give me the IP to access over the LAN. It's not a crazy task. Definitely some multi-steps, but I'm curious if it's gonna do it. We'll see. So while that cooks, we just kind of gave up on Cursor, man. What a bummer. That was a waste of so many tokens, millions of tokens, and an hour and a half we'll never get back. But definitely learned, got to keep the prompt short and concise. It would have been better just typing it out myself. You like the jam, Super? I wonder if it's going to figure this out. Nope. No user query found in messages. So I think it's like, that's its context resetting, I think. 2,186 tokens, and now it's just lost. Are you lost? Can we do it? It's gonna say, "Hi, how can I help you today?" What do you mean by it? You fucking... I can't even get a sentence in before it forgets. This is the problem. Boom, right there. No user query found. It just instantly forgets. All right. Well, I think we'll wrap it up on that note. It's been a nice little stream. But got to get ready for the week ahead. Got lots going on, but hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope you had a good Sunday. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, with another live stream. It's been a lot of fun with the AI and getting these shorts out and setting up the stream and making these little montages and designing the images and working on the website again. It's kind of fun to do it out in the open. Nice little break from crypto, even though we're still working on X1 Ninja, still running the validators on X1 blockchain. Just updated the tree miner, playing with that now. So good times. Hope you guys stick around for it. But for tonight, I am out. I hope you guys stay zen. Peace.